Hey, what's going on, everybody? How y'all doing today? Oh, welcome to another episode of JMP Outdoors. And man, have I got a good one for y'all. So, basically, this one's gonna go over kind of the beginnings of camping, kind of what you're gonna need if you want to go out camping with the family. Say you're new to camping. There's a lot of people in here from California and New York that maybe don't know about camping. Well, this is the perfect time of year to go, and I'm going to kind of show y'all what you're going to need besides the tent, because everybody knows you need a tent. It just depends on what size tent you want to get. They got anything from a 2-person all the way up to a 10-person, so that's up to y'all. But what I'm about to show y'all is basically the basics, the 1, 2, 3s, the ABCs. So, all right, let's get started. Okay, kind of. Right. Okay, yeah. All right. First things first. Everybody needs a flashlight. Whether it be this kind of flashlight, AA, AAA, the headlamps, it doesn't matter. Everybody needs some kind of flashlight. The other thing that everybody's gonna need is some kind of bug protection. Whether it be something like this, insect repellent, or everybody needs some kind of bug protection. I definitely recommend getting the Promethean. It's a good kind of repellent. You basically shake it up, spray it all over your legs. It's good for ticks, it's good for chiggers, you name it. This stuff really works. Next thing you're gonna want is some kind of watering system, especially if you're back off on a campsite that doesn't have water. Most of them down there do, but there are a few off-grid sites that may not have water that you may have to pack into. So some kind of watering system, whether it be this or whether it be one of those camel packs, a watering container is a must, because you're going to need to wash yourself, wash your pans, utensils for eating. So some kind of watering system. Alright, so, and then you're going to want some kind of propane. These little 1-pounders are great, but if you're coming in a truck that has like a electricity plug hookup, you can put this in your truck. But I know there's a lot of people that use the big 20-pound tanks, because they'll last a heck of a lot longer. But these have gotten real expensive, like $2 for 9, 2 of these for like $8-9. Sometimes you can get them for $5.99. But yeah, so propane. Alright, next thing you're gonna want is one of these action totes. One of these action totes are great. You can carry all kinds of stuff in here. So, what I got in mind is you're going to need some kind of tarp. Now, I'll take these smaller tarps and lay them at the base of the like, I'll put these down and then put my tent on top of it. Kind of a extra layer of security to keep, you know, bugs and whatnot from getting into the bottom. Next thing you need is some kind of rope. I love paracord. Paracord is an awesome rope. But they also have, you know, they also have thicker rope. It just depends. But paracord this stuff will almost do anything that you're going to need to do. So you're going to want some paracord. Next thing is a spice box like this. You know, trash bags is a must, and then all your different spices is another must. Okay, so you know, tongs for flipping, you know, hot dogs or whatnot, and some kind of spoon to get in there and, you know, really stir up. Maybe, you know, I like these spoons for like the, what is it, like those Mountain House, you know, those Mountain House packages, those Mountain House that you can get at like Academy and Walmart. Some of those are pretty good, and this spoon is big enough to where you can get in there, because those things can get hot. So some kind of spoon. Spatula is a must. You know, flip your eggs, flip your burgers. The majority of this stuff you can get at, where is it? Goodwill. My God, the amount of stuff you can get for camping at Goodwill is actually insane. Pretty cool, you know. Of course, plastic bags, HEB bags, you know, is if you want something real quick that you can, you know, throw your trash in while you're cooking, you know. I don't have any with me, but, you know, some kind of like bush knife, craft knife for cutting is also a must. And let's see, oil, you know, if you're gonna do fish fry or oil, butter, stuff like that. Let's see, I always keep like a little fan in here, because fans are real nice, especially in Texas. You also want some kind of like cup. I got this little coffee cup, but, you know, any kind of plastic cup will work, you know, to add water or whatever you might need. I don't want to dig it out, but let's see if y'all can get that. I've got a Coleman stove right here. There we go. Ice chest is going to be the other thing you're going to need. Some kind of ice chest. I've got all kinds. I've got a backpack ice chest. I got a soft shell ice chest. But you're definitely going to need at least 2 styles of ice chest. Well, actually, probably 3. You're going to need 1 for your food. You're going to need 1 for your beverages. And then you're going to need 1 for if you catch any fish. Because what I like to do is I like to clean my fish and immediately get them on ice. And then, that way later on I can, if they're trout, either bag them, or if they're crappie or catfish and I can't get to it right away, get it on some kind of, fillet. And that's the other thing you need. If you're going to do it for fishing and everything and fun like that, fillet knife. Fillet knife is a must. You definitely need a fillet knife. So, I don't think I've forgotten anything. Oh, well, I guess I could mention this. Tent stakes. Texas has hard ground. I mean, rough ground, rough. So, I would recommend, the other thing, before we get to tent stakes, I know I'm all over the damn place. Sorry. Okay. Alright. Before we get to tent stakes. So, the other thing that I can... where the hell was I going with that? Alright, we'll just go back to tent stakes. I can't remember. I like metal. Definitely metal stakes are the way to go, especially in Texas. Unless you're like in real soft soil, then you can do the plastic ones. But the problem is, 9 times out of 10, them plastic bastards are gonna break. And we don't want that, because let me show you real quick. Some of the places you're gonna be dealing with is ground like this. Now that ground, well, that ground's harder than a honeymoon Peter. Let me tell you what. So, yeah, you're gonna want something hard steel to press into that ground. So, and then, the other thing I would definitely recommend is getting some kind of like one of those water filtration system things. Those things really come in handy in case you do happen to get lost. You have some way of filtrating water. And the other thing, key is some kind of first aid kit. I don't care if it's one of the jumbo ones or one of the small ones or something you make at home, but you need some way to wash off the wound. You need some kind of antiseptic or like like one of those antibiotic gels, like a Neosporin or something like that, to kind of wipe on the wound to keep it from getting infected, and some kind of like aspirin or Tylenol or ibuprofen, something for pain. And the other thing that I like to do is I like to throw one of those ice things, in my cooler. So that way if there's a sprain or a sprained ankle or something, you can immediately, get it. I'm not saying you're going to freeze it, but if you put it in cold, you can definitely, you know, get it cooled, you know, cooled down. So that's pretty much it. If there's anything I forgot, well, y'all let me know down in the comments. And so this is JMP Outdoors, and remember, like, subscribe, and hit the notification. And thank you very much if you got to the end of this video. That really means a lot to me, because apparently I'm boring and not a lot of people like my videos. So, alright, well, I'll see y'all on the next one, and remember, smile, because you never know, you might just change the world. No, make somebody smile, because you never know, you might just change the world, or something like that. If you want the real quote, go watch Arms Family Homestead.